Previously on Trails through Daybreak 2, the party defeated the Lai family on behalf of the Liu family and seemingly brought back order to Heiwei. Unfortunately, Fan got arrested for tax evasion and Gian was poisoned, putting Heiwei at risk again. Finally, Marchen Garten introduced the party to Seven Hearts, a card game that borrows aspects from both Vantage Masters and Blade. Oh, I just realized we have 5 people in reserve now. That means we're not going to level very evenly unless we get that, unless we start using those level up potions, huh? Oh. It's getting more complicated to travel through this as well.
Be careful moving in. Let's go.
It's the same enemies but slightly higher leveled, huh? Or mostly the same enemies. There might be some different ones too. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use this opportunity against the regular FOs. I want to try to grind up my my new level 1 holo cores. That's for sure.
Here we come!
Watch it. This place is bustling with baddies.
What? What the fuck? Where'd you come from? Oh, there's so much lag after her fucking dash attack. That sucks.
Let's finish the job!
You're screwed.
Boss time. Bear Nightmare available.
It's boss time.
Time
for a new look.
I've got you covered.
Just gonna stand behind you.
Give him hell.
Okay. Howling Roar. Let's just do Rapid Onslaught twice. Okay.
Keep it up. It's working.
Dualizer on self.
Do you keep up with me? Here goes.
Dualizer on Anya's.
I'll turn the tide. Get ready. The baton's yours, young lady.
Gibraltar Guard.
Protect everyone. No, you don't. You're freaking dead.
That's not good.
Keep it up. It's working. Got it. There.
Okay.
Keep it up. It's working.
Rapid Onslaught. I hate when they hit everyone in the field.
Freaking dead.
That's so unfair.
Keep it up. It's working.
Don't go easy on them.
Hope you're ready. Now, Flodell.
Okay.
Don't go easy on them.
Hit you here.
Certain activating drive.
Man, I got ailmented.
Keep it up. It's working.
Can't move. Ugh.
We'll take that.
Revert and can transform again.
You got this. Time for a new look.
Get going, Dad.
Okay. Howling Roar. It really sucks not being able to equip everything I need to win.
Don't let up.
The baton's yours, young lady.
Activating skill.
Pointless.
Okay. Carrick Wave, Ivy Frost. I really wish I could inflict something on you.
The baton's yours, young lady.
Activating skill.
A chance. Do you keep up with me? Here goes.
Give him hell!
I'll turn the tide. Get ready!
A chance!
Okay, Ivy Frost again.
Give him hell!
Please, proc.
Baton's yours, young lady.
Activating skill.
What?
We'll take that!
Oh no, Seal.
Give him hell! Take that!
Okay. Still going? Good.
Don't go easy on them.
Now, Clodel! Certain arts seem to work better. Give him hell!
Ivy Frost.
The baton's yours, young...
Oh, hell no.
We'll take that!
What am I supposed to do against shit like that? Man.
It's working!
You got this!
Give him hell, Arthur!
Think fast! Take this! Up to you, Renee!
Okay, Arc Dominator, because I don't want you buffed up.
Mr. Kincaid!
Target acquired. Take this! The baton's yours, young lady.
Ivy Frost.
Don't go easy on them.
Activating placing shield. Activating drive.
The baton's yours, young...
Activating skill.
Oh,
Let's go!
still going strong, huh?
Going all in!
Got it there! Placing shield. I'll take you on!
Not good.
Give him hell!
Yeah, too far away. Fuck.
Going all in! Don't go easy on them.
Activating drive.
Keep your guard up.
Anything here that cures Seal?
There.
Appreciate it.
The baton's yours, young lady.
Let's go!
Okay. Just gotta get you back up to 200 somehow.
Keep it up, it's working!
Have some more. They're down.
Oh!
A chance.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
If you would. The baton's yours, young lady.
Okay, enemy's not... enemy's still stunned, huh?
Certain arts seem to work better.
Going all in.
Give him hell!
I'm gonna get a back attack here.
Certain arts seem to work better.
Or should I use Holy Bloom for EP regen and boost recovery?
Blossom for me! Holy bloom! Van!
Yeah, that helps a little bit.
Good luck!
Wait, we can do an EX chain here.
Keep your guard.
Give him your all!
Keep it up!
There.
Take him down, Celise!
That was nice while it lasted.
Going all in!
Just for hell, I'm gonna throw a Vandalized Raid. Or is it too soon?
Keep it up, it's working!
Sucker!
Ah! That was a lot of debuffs.
Certain arts seem
Seriously.
to work better.
Give him hell!
Don't go easy on them!
Activating
Let me
drive.
heal you!
Thanks, pal. Here goes!
Oh, I'm still not full here, huh?
Don't go easy on them!
Give him hell!
Over here! All for you! A chance!
Okay.
Give him hell!
Dualizer. First do it to yourself.
Can you keep up with me? A chance! I'll turn the tide. Get ready! The baton's yours, young lady!
Maybe Frost.
Don't go easy on them!
Ha!
The baton's yours, young...
Activating skill.
Oh no.
I'll take you on!
Blinded. Seriously, this guy has every ailment. That's so annoying. That's just really annoying enemy design.
Ha! Goddess, give me strength!
The baton's yours, young lady! Here goes! Time for a new look!
Get going, Dan!
Okay.
Give him hell!
Rapid Onslaught.
Keep it up, it's working!
Rapid Onslaught.
No, you don't! There!
Here goes.
Ugh.
Keep it up, it's working!
First, let's just throw an AP charge on you.
You saved me!
The baton's yours, young lady! Don't go easy on them!
Activating drive! There!
The baton's yours, young lady!
Activating skill.
Now's our time to shine!
Okay. We're not getting any boost gauge bonuses. That really sucks. Anyways. Wait, did I get my cast get interrupted? I didn't seem to cast La Forte.
Goddess, give me
No, I cast on the wrong team because this game likes to default to the wrong ones all the time.
Don't go easy on them!
Take that! There! Here goes!
Okay, let's just keep doing that strat.
Don't go easy on them. A chance.
Man, this is an annoying enemy. But we're almost there.
Give him hell!
Cypher, activate. The baton's yours.
Okay, there we won.
A natural result.
I won't stop here.
I had to use some purposely underpowered holocores just because I want to level them up. Okay.
Nothing to it.
6 SP, okay, good. Things have been real touch and go ever since that whole situation with Hayway happened. You see, in times like these, most people tend to avoid the more seedy businesses after dark. But don't worry, old Hassan here knows all the safest and most relaxing places in town. Oh wow, that performance really fired me up. I'm so glad I got to see it twice. I knew that overnight train was worth it. Alright, now that my head's clear, I'm going to put all my energy into making those meetings a success. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think my meeting at the Great Spire is happening till 7 PM. Guess I still got time to kill. Oh well, I never really got a chance to take a look around 2nd Ward last time. Maybe I'll go see what they have to offer. I wonder if Maisen's doing alright. She mentioned that they were holding that cooking competition at her restaurant today. Honestly, with everything going on lately, I can't help worrying she'll set the wrong person off. She's got a strong sense of spirit, after all. You get what I mean, right? Although if anything did happen, she'd probably be more than capable of dealing with it herself. Maisen and I aren't exactly childhood friends, but we've known each other for a long time. I really admire her strength of character. I could stand to learn a thing or two from her, honestly. See, back when Maisen's father passed, he decided to leave the restaurant to her, but when the Lai family tried buying in, she stuck to her guns. It's like she doesn't know fear, and that worries me sometimes.
Holy cow! This food is...
Oh, that was wonderful. It seems the owner's training at Kowloon Hotel really did pay off. Every time I visit the area, I make it a point to eat at this restaurant. Honestly, I recommend this place over all the others in the ward. It may seem like your average Eastern cuisine at first, but the owner's skill quickly becomes apparent. The exterior makes it look a bit folksy, but you'll be sure to sample the most innovative flavors of the century. Nothing like that Italian slot.
Welcome to Lifeu.
Have you had a chance to see what I posted on the bulletin board? I'd feel a lot better if I had your help on this. Oh, I guess you must have put out a request. Better go check the 2nd Ward's bulletin board. Today's the day of the Great Langport Cook-Off, and the restaurant is going to be its proud host. My sister's sure to win this year. Why don't you guys come and check it out? Hey, Zinqui, take a look at this. My friend gave them to me. You think we can use them to do something fun? Oh, wait, that's alcohol. We're still kids. No, they're all empty. My friend was just going to throw them away, so I thought, why not take a few? Look, maybe we can use them for kick the can or something. Oh, you're right. That's a pretty good idea. I'm sure we can use them for some other things, too. Let me think. What do people usually do with bottles? Oh, I've got an idea. Let's go try it out.
Let's see here.
I'm sure Zinqui will figure something cool out something cool for us to do. He's all kinds of smart. He keeps going on about how much stuff I know, but the only reason I'm good at catching bugs and fishing is because I've done it so much. Zinqui's the real brains around here. He comes up with all the fine ideas. So I could really go for a hot bath. I was so tempted to drop by here yesterday after we wrapped up work. Yeah, but we didn't have time, and even if we did, I doubt we would have been in the mood for it. I sold for a shower at the hotel, but didn't get rid of the fatigue. Heck, I'm still kind of worn out, especially after I got everyone MVP at least once in the Marchen Garten just to get their skill stones. In that case, how about we make a quick stop? I believe a change of pace could do us all some good. The maid's encouraging us to slack off? Damn, all the head must have broke loose when I wasn't looking. Does this count for the achievement? Probably not. I probably have to go in again.
You're really giving off 40-year-old man vibes right now. You sure you're 25?
Can it with the old man bit for a second, will ya? Let me enjoy this. And don't forget that you're gonna be 25 in 5 or so years too. When people start calling you old, I'll be the one having the last laugh.
Nah, I'm gonna be young at heart for life. Just you wait. Even at 50, I'm gonna be cast in loads of female theater roles. My seduction act's leveled up since our long night trip, you know. See?
Oh, for the love of Adios. You're such a damn brat, you know that? Oh well. I can endure your shenanigans when I'm here. This is the epitome of relaxation. Even you seem to have loosened up a bit too. Someone harmed your family. I know for sure that you're pissed, as you should be. But you haven't gone rushing off on your own, which is exactly what the Aaron of last year would have done. That's a sure sign that you're growing up.
Don't act like you can see right through me. I've just learned that there's only so much I can do alone. I pounded that lesson into my head. I'm not relying on you, Fairy, or anyone else. I'm just not turning down hands when they're outstretched. If I'm gonna fend off the thing that's inside me, and if I want to prove that I'm different from him, I need to accept help from others. And you've been thinking the exact same thing. After all, you did just say you'll be laughing at me in 5 or so years. You're actually thinking about the future. That's a sure sign you're growing up.
Way to throw my words back in my face. You're right, though. In that way, we're in the same boat. We really ought to pull ourselves together, don't you think?
Hey! Hands off the hair!
This is a nice treat. It's not often that you and I get to share a bath together.
I suppose you aren't wrong. Although, I have accompanied you a number of times at one of the public baths in the capital. By the way, I noticed you've grown a little since our stay in Longlai.
You think so? I can't really tell myself.
Well, you're almost 14 now, so I would expect a growth spurt or two in the coming years. Bear in mind, though, that even with an organic body, you will not grow much once you've reached adulthood.
Is that really how it works? Huh. I wonder if I'll find the answer I'm looking for by then.
Is something on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing. Just spaced out for a sec. Hey, Rosette. I need your advice on something. How can I, become like you and Agnes? What do I have to do?
It seems she is coming into her womanhood.
Alright, I think I'm ready to hop into the sauna. Time for my revenge. You're not beating me this time.
Can we not? I'm so sick of these dumbass endurance contests. I've told you, saunas are a sacred...
Wait, didn't Aaron win last time? I'm pretty sure he beat both Van and Prince Sharid.
Aw, don't tell me you're leaving already.
Wrong side!
What the hell? What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, I heard you guys were in here and thought it'd be fun to hang, so here I am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Oh, so mixed baths aren't a thing here? That's weird. Oh well, at least it was only Van and Aaron, so it's no biggie.
The hell's that supposed to mean? Oh yes, I had heard mixed baths were a custom of the Far East. Men and women who have never met before, sharing a bath. That kind of thing would never happen in Central East. Didn't the person at the front desk try and stop you? Nah, I was in stealth mode. I totally forgot to turn off my camouflage when I came into town. I have no words. Anywho, this almond ice cream is amazing. It's just the thing I needed after that hot bath. Glad I took your recommendation. And I'm glad you liked it. Don't you just love that almond jelly flavor? An exquisite velvety sensation in your mouth? It's the quintessential dessert of the Eastern Quarter. If you don't get a taste of this every chance you get, then what are you even living for? There he goes again. You done your dumb sweets rant? Great. Now let's talk about shit that's actually important. Hey, they're important to me. Now, we have a few questions for you. Chief among them being what brings the Karuga's second in command to Langport. And you're not in your usual combat attire. What's with the wardrobe change? Oh, this? I spotted it in one of the shops and thought, ooh, I have to have that. Though I really don't know much about Western style clothing or fashion. Does it look weird on me? No, I think it suits you. Well, I guess it's true that you don't stick out as much in this compared to that battle suit. Well, that's neither here nor there. Why are you so tense? I'm not here to fight. I swear, this meeting was a total coincidence. Things have died down with my main gig, so I thought I'd take some time off. I'm here on vacation. Well, aside from me picking up the occasional odd job here and there, a girl needs spending money. Look at you, going through life without a single care in the world. That odd job bit is suspicious enough on its own, but I can't help but wonder what that main gig could be. Does that mean that whatever they were up to in Longlai is finished? There are some things in life you're better off not asking about. Fair enough. Hey, did you just read my mind again? Stop that. Aha. You're truly an enigmatic figure. Anyway, I just came to this town on a whim. And it's a good thing I did too. Things are getting pretty interesting around here. Word is that there's been some faction disputes within Hayway. This whole place is like a power keg set to blow. Your concept of interesting is pretty screwed up. You realize that, right? What, you get your sick kicks from watching people suffer? Well, when you put it like that, it makes me sound pretty heartless, huh? Now, honestly, I'm mostly just interested in that foremost fighter person. Oh right, we heard about him from Jack yesterday. He hasn't made any moves yet, at least none that we've heard of. Not to change this topic, but do you mind if I ask you something? You know any good sightseeing spots here, or maybe some fun activities? Well, that was random. Well, thanks to everything going on behind the scenes, most of the tourist attractions are closed. I really wanted to do the Eroded Cave tour, but no dice. Oh yeah, we did that last year as part of Ashin's request. That attraction's run by Hayway. Now that I think about it, I don't think they've done any tours since the beginning of the year. Is it possible that they're closed for the winter season? No, they're supposed to be running them year-round. Anyway, we didn't come here to be your personal tour guide. If you want one, go ask someone else. Wow, so cold. You got a block of ice for a heart or something? Well, we better get back to work. Got another one of those odd jobs to do. Good luck on whatever you're up to. Though I have a feeling we'll be bumping into each other again real soon. That crazy lady's taking a real shine to us, huh? Ugh, she'd be so much less of a hassle to deal with if she was just some battle-crazy idiot. So, and here I thought this would be a good chance to relax and unwind, but now I feel even more exhausted than before. Same. I wonder what her odd jobs entail exactly. Who knows? No use racking our brains over it.
What a nice bath.
I feel kind of bad for taking Wang surfing. I mean, I didn't think he'd throw his back out. He said he wanted to try something new, so I figured I'd invite him along. Seems it was a little too much for him, though. Oh, so you're the culprit. You're the guy Wang's been hanging around with lately. Guess I have seen you two shooting the breeze. Yeah, we really hit it off while he was training me in Tai Shin. I've been taking him out for fun ever since. He may look old, but he's crazy adventurous. Anytime I invite him to try a new sport, he's all in. Still, surfing was a little too much for him, so I've been racking my brain about what we should try next. Something less rough, maybe. Just don't let him go too far, alright?
So...
Martial arts is the only hobby Wang's had since he started working here. But he seems to have his heart set on finding new hobbies ever since he retired. That's why I've been trying to get him into sports more popular with young people. You know, in exchange for when he trains me in Tai Shin. Well, if it isn't Aaron and the Spriggan fella, great to see you boys again. So what do you think of the baths? You're Wang, right? Aren't you that guy who was teaching Tai Shin over at the park in Newtown? Now that I think about it, I guess you did mention something about running a bathhouse. And here I was wondering why you weren't out training today. You must have been here the whole time. Oh, I didn't realize you guys had metal ray. Anyway, it's kind of weird seeing you working the counter again. Last time I saw you was ages ago. Well, you see, not long after my first meeting with Van here, I threw my back out while trying to surf. Dr. Longkai warned me to lay off the martial arts for a while. Said I should get as much bed rest as I can. Guess that explains why you've been working the front so often. Need something to occupy that live wire brain of yours. Yes, you certainly seem quite spry for a man your age. Well, I'm not always one for telling my elders how to behave themselves, but trying to overdo it, alright? Anyway, we'll probably swing by the bathhouse again at some point. See you then. Apologies for worrying you. I promise to be more careful. Just know that you'll always be welcome here. I should be on front desk duty for a while yet, so feel free to stop by whenever. I tried my hand at all kinds of work in the past, but this is about the only thing I enjoy doing these days. Putting my retirement aside, it's nice to experience what it's like to be a new hire once more. Besides, it's not like I ever plan to try surfing again.
Feel free to enjoy the baths.
Okay, thanks for dropping in. If you want to use the baths, 500 Mira.
That's the stuff.
The steam feels quite pleasant.
I feel better than ever after that.
Stay warm out there.
Okay, that gives me the achievement.
To pick up next.
The Light family's had a lot of influence in this part of town for quite a while now, for better or worse. The shop and restaurant owners had to get accustomed to them coming around to do business all the time. You know, they even tried barging in on the restaurant Mason inherited from really far. She stood real firm though. Her it was a pretty big blow to their pride. To be honest, I was kind of worried the Light family would do something to retaliate against Mason. Thankfully, my shop's been able to stay free of their influence for ages now. I know all their old tricks. Anyway, I like that girl's attitude. That's why I've been trying to help her out here and there, without being too obvious, of course. But it'll be on her guts. It'll be her guts that really keep her business safe.
Do me a favor and decide already.
Extra issue.
Come back whenever you like.
Emergency report. Fanlu arrested for tax evasion. Last night, Fanlu, the vice president of the Kowloon Financial Bank, was arrested on suspicion of tax evasion. Although details of his arrest have not been made public, Langport police officials say that they had irrefutable evidence of his malfeasance in the form of multiple falsified tax returns. Our sources claim these forms withheld important financial information. Multiple banking employees testified they were ordered to conceal and alter records. Given the severity and veracity of the evidence, the likelihood that the unreported income in question was the result of a simple accounting error appears slim. Reports indicate that much of this information was uncovered from a search conducted on Mr. Liu's private residence, but the impetus behind this full-scale investigation remains unclear. The possibility of a whistleblower tipping off authorities was raised, but representatives of the Kowloon Financial Bank and the police declined to comment on the matter. Given that the Kowloon Financial Bank is the second wealthiest financial institution in the Republic, many investors have expressed concerns over this incident's potentially drastic, far-reaching economic consequences if not resolved swiftly. The price of Kowloon Group stock is currently in freefall, and involved parties are waiting with bated breath for the truth to come to light. Furthermore, sources say that Langport tax officials have begun a sweeping audit of local companies with close ties to the Kowloon Financial Bank as a result of this incident. For the immediate future, all eyes will be on Langport. Man, I can't believe what happened to the Liu family, though. You really think it was all the Lai family's doing? Yeah, I've heard the Lai family still got a few members running around. Don't think it could be anyone else. Damn it, just what are they up to anyway? Wonder what made them change so much. Maybe the foremost spider could fix things. He's gotta be around somewhere. No telling what will happen to us now. Still, we'll do everything we can to make sure the second ward we know and love stays safe and sound. With the Life family out of the picture, I kind of figured the Liu family would take the chance to expand their territory. But what will happen if the Liu family goes under with, will Langport even survive? Well, I guess there's not much we can do about it. I know the Life family can seem pretty rough around the edges at times, but they're the ones that made the second ward a better place to live in. So we're pretty disappointed in them. All their greed and double dealings have really made a mess of Langport. You know, I've never actually heard anything about the family head getting his hands dirty, but he's the one that put everyone up to this. Somebody was talking about how there's a bunch of bad stuff happening over in the first ward. Wonder what that is. Are the Liu and Life families fighting over something? Why can't they just get along? Not only is the Life family in trouble, but the Liu family as well. What's going to happen to us, to Langport? If Halle falls into disarray now, I worry for our future, for my grandchild's future. I can't believe the restaurant was being used like that. Well, maybe this will be a good chance for me. I mean, it's not like I can't make a living at some other restaurant. Still, I like that working here let me stay near the second ward. After all, it's where I was born and raised. I wasn't intending on leaving town or anything, but maybe I'll wait things out for a bit and see what happens.
So...
This is the spot where the remnants of the Light family were lying in wait. Looks like the Liu family's already sealed the place off. I have nothing to say in regard to Master's son. Right now, my priority is focusing on my duties. I must polish my abilities for the sake of my family. Master Tailong's out at the moment. He said he had to investigate something in relation to a former pupil of his. By the way, I heard his son's planning to drop by the dojo soon. Don't know why he'd bother though, especially after he turned his back on us like that. I happened to be wandering around the first ward yesterday when the police came to search the Liu family's residence. I wanted to let Aaron know as fast as I could, but by the time I got to him, Fawn Darin had already been taken into custody. Not like we could have done anything for him. And I'm sure Fawn wouldn't have wanted us trying to get in the middle of it either. That's all the more reason for us to expose whoever set the Liu family up. You be careful out there too, Aaron. There have been some weird rumors floating around since yesterday. They've got me a little worried. It's like somebody's trying to hurt your reputation or something. Doesn't sound like that big a deal to me, but I'll make sure I keep my eyes peeled. Me and the rest of the guys will keep looking into things on our end. Hopefully we'll find whoever is trying to make the Liu family look bad. I appreciate all your help, Aaron. Just make sure you're careful out there too. Got a bad feeling about those rumors I've been hearing. You wouldn't think it, but Gian has quite the mischievous streak. Last year when he was pretending to work for us, he would share all kinds of funny stories. I hate to hear that he's suffering right now. I'm worried about Gian. When I heard about his collapse, I almost dropped a whole stack of dishes. I guess all I can really do now is pray for his recovery. Pretty frustrating if you ask me.
Hello there!
Twice cooked pork. Well, that's business with Yongfu finished. Maybe I'll do a little at-sea fishing for the rest of the afternoon. You know, I actually left my grandkids in charge of the shop back in Edith. I wonder if they'll be okay without me. I tend to think of them as adults most days, but I can't help worrying when I'm not there to oversee everything.
Then I'll update your rank.
Okay, D++. Grail ring. Oh, that could be pretty good for Van. Hey, aren't you that guy from... Oh, we did a first BG for you in Farbad. Yeah, that was me alright. Glad to see you again. You sure haven't changed, although your team does seem a little different this time. They're helping me do a restock on some of my supplies. Well, I also wanted to show Sinem around Langport a little bit. This is our first time seeing the world beyond Farbad. If I told you we didn't have to. But I guess these buildings are pretty nice to look at. Feels like we're in some far-off land. You haven't seen nothing yet, kiddo. The food, the drinks, it's all like a whole new world. Actually, since we're here, why don't we head on over to the theater? We might even be able to catch a show if we're lucky. That does sound kind of interesting. Wait, no, we came to help Monir shop her supplies. We can do all our sightseeing after we finish work. Alright, you got it, boss. You're always so dependable, Sinem. Damn, looks like she's grown up a little. She was just a smart mouth shrimp back then, back when we were in Farbad. Yeah, glad to see she's doing so well. Sinem seems to be enjoying herself. I'm glad we decided to bring her along. Anyway, we should hurry and get our business settled so we can take in all the sights. This is Langport, huh? It's so much more impressive than I imagined. I'd like to look around some more, but we need to make a few purchases first. Munir is fine, but for a market manager, Fazil can be way too easygoing sometimes. It's such a pain keeping him on task. You know, I was a little worried when Sinem first started working at the bazaar. But now I don't know what we'd do without her. She's practically our biggest asset. She and Fazil get along so well too. It's hard not to smile when they're around. Well, I sure wasn't expecting this. And it seems like the cops are too busy with all the Hayway stuff to look into it. I'm kind of worried, honestly. I wonder if they'll be able to get it back. And I think Downey wanted to come earlier too. I said no because I still had some things to take care of. Wish I had listened to him. Man, if they don't get the car back, I'm gonna have to listen to Downey gripe about it for the rest of my life. This can't be happening. We drove all the way from Edith for this. Like hell I'm letting them get away with this. Grah! Sounds like a farce BG. I think you should contact them, Minho. I'm sure they'd be willing to hear you out. Really, the only thing we can do now is trust and wait. Oh, this is a quest. Never mind. I wonder if anyone will actually respond to that request I posted on the bulletin board. Please let those rumors be true. With Hayway out of commission, there's no one else I can turn to. Oh, sounds like he put up a request for us. Guess I should go check out the bulletin board. Oh my, aren't you those two performers from yesterday's show? Thank you for putting on such a wonderful performance. Say, you wouldn't be interested in joining the theater troupe, would you? Then I could come see you anytime I wanted. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much, but I don't really plan on making stage shows part of my job anytime soon. Us coming back as special guests isn't out of the question, though. Hiren is busy with a few other things at the moment, so I'm taking on some of his work. I just have to be careful not to misspeak when greeting customers.
What would you like?
Peony Blade script.
Please stop by again sometime.
Confirming your plans.
Oh, that was one of the movies from the previous game. I heard the police sirens last night. They came on just as we were getting ready for our evening performance. The Liu family have been loyal theater goers for ages now. I can't help worrying about how this will all turn out in the end. I was already feeling like I couldn't stack up to Aaron, but even the little girl's upstaging me. How can I possibly compete with those dance moves? No, if I start doubting myself, that means I've already lost. We've been getting more and more visitors mentioning their anxiety over yesterday's events. Honestly, this town was still reeling from last year's incident. I only hope peace will prevail in the coming days. I've heard that praying at this church brings good fortune in business, and considering I've got a lot riding on this coming deal. But I saw them arrest Von Lu for tax evasion yesterday, and now Kowloon Financial Bank's stock has hit rock bottom. What if the Heavenly Mother is too busy dealing with all that to help me?
Heavenly Mother, please watch.
We sent medical supplies over to Dr. Long Kai's office as soon as we heard the news about Gian. They were able to give me a brief summary of what the likely cause was as well. I'll be praying for his swift recovery. Von Daren, you know, he'd actually stop by for noodles sometimes. He seemed like such a kind man too. I mean, he was always so nice to me and the shopmaster.
What'll you have?
Long cut noodles.
Hey, friend.
Moshi.
You'll like.
I thought about selling my wares in another town, but I'm stuck in Langport for the time being. Of course, now there's all this people of Halle to deal with. It might just be a blessing in disguise, though. Now I have an excuse to sell off all my Moshi stuff before the cops figure me out.
So...
I got some good stuff.
Moshi glove. Mama, can I come shopping with you? Considering everything that happened yesterday, I was a little concerned about what the mood around town would be like. But thankfully, it seems like people are feeling as high-spirited as ever. Maybe I should take my daughter shopping with me after all.
Oh, Aaron! Thank you so much for your help earlier.
My pleasure. I'm just glad everything worked out.
Where'd that come from? Von Lu getting arrested yesterday sure came as a shock. Everyone ran right over to the Lu residence to catch a glimpse of what was happening. My customers were pretty confused over the whole thing. I just hope none of it starts hurting my business.
Take all the time you need.
With him studying abroad, I'm sure Jin must be worried sick after finding out his dad was arrested. I hope he's alright. Don't worry, Ashin already got in touch with him and told him to stay put. He'd apparently already been talking about coming home. I didn't realize. Well, I'm glad she got to him before he could do anything. All the grown-ups in town had such serious looks on their faces yesterday. It had me a little worried. I wanted to know what was going on, so I actually rushed over to see for myself. I'm just glad it wasn't anything like what happened last year.
I take great pride in all
Soul
my
Chef. Proverbs of Self.
I'll admit, I am a little nervous, but it's okay. Aaron's here to help us.
I still can't believe Von Daren was arrested. I mean, I don't think anyone around town's got anything bad to say about the guy. Out of everyone in Halle, he's known as the most genuine. Still, that doesn't mean he's never done any wrong.
Well...
What'll it be?
Colored Fang Cord. Swin. As they drag Von Daren away in handcuffs, all I could do was watch. To think there could be a saboteur within the Liu family, we must oust this individual immediately. Still, no matter what happens, I intend to protect Lady Ashin with my very life. It's hard to know how our daily lives will be impacted now that the Halle eldership is out of balance. Sometimes it seems like Langport is simply fated to suffer.
Very well.
Come on in and eat.
I just got back from dropping off a load of natural remedies over at Dr. Longkai's place. You guys heard about Elder Gian collapsing the other day too, right? The doctor wanted to make sure he had enough supplies in hand in case something like that happens again. I'm just glad I was able to help him out.
My stuff can't be beat.
Northern Sky Candy.
Hey, Aaron. Things get hairy around here again. I'm counting on you to help me out.
You got it, Pops.
The citizens are more composed than I expected, given the present circumstances.
Got it! That's because they know Aaron has their backs.
Way to go, little Spriggan of Langport.
Shut up, I'll kick your ass. Still,
Okay.
I need to hurry up and fix this situation before it starts affecting everyone in town.
I'm not sure what it is, but the winds coming off the sea seem oddly unsettling today. The view here may not have changed over the years, but I suppose time keeps moving anyway. Oh, there's a portal.
Oh, did you hurt something?
I had a friend who works at a pharmacy in the capital stop by for a visit a moment ago. It was quite a surprise. I think it's been about 4 years since I saw him last, so he looks the same as ever. Honestly, it's like he hasn't aged a day. I was only able to administer proper first aid to Gian because you all brought him in so quickly. However, I've done everything I can for him. We can only rely on the hospital to handle the rest. Oh hey Aaron, I see you got the Spriggan with you today. I've been hearing you're doing a lot to help the situation lately. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know, especially if you need a lift anywhere. I've got to go make a short run of deliveries after I leave here. Unfortunately, that means I had to skip on the alcohol for now, such is the fate of a truck driver. To be honest, I don't really care who's in control of Hayway. As long as I can gamble and drink to my heart's content, I'll be a happy camper, hick. Yesterday was pretty shocking. One of our regulars saw what went down and immediately came to tell us about it. Honestly, I'm worried about Ashin. Hayway's princess or not, those are her family members. I can't imagine what she must be feeling. You and your friends picked the worst times to visit. Our regulars can't seem to stop talking about how nervous they are feeling. They're mostly worried about their safety and their jobs. Well, at least our pub can act as a sort of refuge from their problems.
What would you like?
True Dragon's Tom Yum.
Come again.
You guys, huh? Kinda figured you'd show up eventually. All that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Hayway's doing, though. Guess they wanted to step in to keep things under control. Well, yeah, this may be just family trouble to them, but it's in their best interest to keep the citizens from panicking. Anyway, can we assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual? Hey, this is still my first drink of the day, alright? Let a guy take the chance to relax. Oh, by the way, are you guys familiar with 7 Hearts? That's the card game that's been real popular recently, right? This is the first time I'm hearing of it. The rules are a bit different from other card games, so that hasn't stopped me and Halle from getting hooked on it. It's good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? So what do you say to playing around? I don't think that sounded as convincing as you thought it would. Hey, perhaps we'll take you up on the offer at a later time. Here I was thinking that mess from last year of the Lai family was finally calming down, but now the Liu family's caught in the eye. I worry where the flames fueling this feud of theirs might spark a whole new fire. Forte? Oh, that's a lot of damage.
This one's my trump card.
Oh no! Now he's got an overwhelming lead, and he killed his own partner just to ensure he could end the game before anything happened.
Why don't we play again?
Damn. That's actually really clever, killing your own partner just to ensure a win. I can't... Problem is, I can't... someone's always gonna draw Mobius before I do, huh?
All right, let the games begin.
Tier. Okay, good. I have Crescent, so I can swap with someone else if I run low on cards, and their hand ends up surpassing mine.
Just kick back and relax. Just kick back and relax.
Okay, Chrono Drive. It's here. Oh, nuts. 8. That's so much. It wouldn't be worth swapping right now, would it?
What about this?
No, I couldn't get Mobius. Yeah, Crescent Eye is way better when you're when you have a very small hand.
And relax.
Did that hurt?
Oh, nuts. They both got massive advantage. Everyone's fishing for cards. Man.
Is something the matter?
Oh shit. That's a lot.
This one's my trump card.
I'm literally one Mobius away from death. If I use this, I can steal the last card. Man, I'm just living on the edge, huh? Finish.
And that's how.
Okay, still managed to win despite how jank that was. Oh man, I lost, huh? Oh well, at least I had a good time. Here, take these as a thanks for playing with me. Purifying Spice obtained ×2. Thanks. We've got some ships in the harbor that are pretty different from our usual cargo vessels. They're a little too hoity-toity for me, though. Well, at least they passed right inspection. Now I won't have to deal with them anymore. Don't worry, the top brass haven't noticed a thing yet. The more you freak out about it, the likelier you are to be a suspect. Still, I've been seeing an awful lot of new faces around lately. We need to be more careful going forward. Don't want to fumble things, you know? Somebody from Halle got arrested. That's gotta be a first. If the police start taking on the syndicate, how long before they start cracking down on us?
Hey, isn't that...
That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like Costume's in the middle of something.
Huh?
I've got my hands full here.
I can't go into any details in public, but we had to cancel some important drills today. It would have been the perfect chance to assert the Republican Navy's authority. Even thinking about it gets me all fired up. Although I'm a trader from Elsheim, I conduct business in Langport on a fairly regular basis. By the way, I couldn't help noticing this name imprinted on that vessel over there. It seems to be a Valis-funded private military company. I may not have any direct working connections with them, but it's hard to keep calm when the name Valis comes up. Sheesh, this place is nowhere near as quiet as it used to be. I never had problems doing business here before. I mean, with Halle around, the guild and the cops made sure to keep a wide berth, if you catch my meaning. Oh well, so long as nobody gives me any lip, things will be just fine.
Take a look if you want.
Club of the Four Beasts. They only set that basketball court up next to me recently. Youngsters are always coming around to play a game or two. But that also means I spend most of my day worrying about the bad ball breaking my expensive stuff. Hey man, if you've got time to kill, what do you say to shooting some hoops with me? Basketball, huh? Don't think this hoop was up last time we were here. Yeah, basketball's gotten pretty popular in Longport recently, and these guys like to challenge people to games every now and then. Anyway, why not give it a go? Yeah, I wanted to try. You're sounding pretty confident there. Not that I mind, of course. Alright then, let's join him for a match. One of the challengers on the basketball court is now available. Select to play by setting them as the party's leader before speaking to the opponent. Awesome, that's what I'm talking about. Another tricky minigame. Change difficulty level. View instructions, how to play. Goal of offense is to shoot the ball in the hoop, with the goal of defense is to block a shot. Offense and defense will switch when time limit expires. Why jump at the block opponent's shot, X to steal a ball and run down the clock? Huh. That's complicated. Hold and release A to shoot the ball. Release when the bar hits the green zone of the gauge to score a goal. A to shoot the ball in the basket. Use left stick or right stick in order to evade the defense. Oh, that's complicated. Aim for the white line in the meter and release A to shoot. The closer you are to the white line, the greater your chances of success. Both players will play a round of offense and a round of defense in a set. The first player will win 2 sets as the victor. If a game is not won after 9 sets, it will end in a draw. Hold A to shoot the ball to the basket. Left stick to move left to right or evade defense. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Yeah, this is really hard. Can I restart that? Move and block opponent's shot. The timing is so weird. Like how? What? Bruh. It's so hard. Oh, finally fucking got one.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Holy shit, how did I not block that correctly?
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is really hard.
Yeah. Score.
Oh.
Seriously? Yeah. Score.
Oh.
Score.
What? 3 in a row? Nice. It's hard to align myself with this guy. I'm glad the AI really sucks at this, because I suck even more. Holy shit. I can kind of get the timing down for offense after a few tries, but defense is really tricky because you have to be super aligned. Damn, you got skills. I thought I had that one in the back too. Well, a loss is a loss. Here's a little something for your trouble. Shield tablet obtained. You sure we can have this? Yeah, think of it as my way of saying thanks for the fun game. Hit me up for another round anytime. Just don't plan me clinching another win. Yeah, that's really tricky. What the heck? Yeah, defense is going to be the tricky part, because you have to be perfectly aligned with the opponent in order to block the shot. Okay, if he doesn't move, it's okay just not move either. Ah, shoot. But he moved that time. Ah, and he's so close too. Too soon. That time I got him.
Didn't stand a chance.
Okay. No subsequent rewards, so... Yeah, if he doesn't move, then I should not move either. Otherwise, I'll be misaligned. But if he does move, then it's going to be very hard to align with him. The movement has to be so exact, I feel like. Yeah, offense is where it's really your only chance to try to get ahead. And just hope the enemy is just really bad at their shots. Yeah. Begin.
Leave it to me. Conducting search.
Okay. Path of the barrier.
This is kid stuff. No sweat. This is kid stuff. No sweat. Conducting search. Conducting search.
Oh, hell. Go! Huh.
That's a good lock. Now do me a side bypass the secure infirming surroundings.
Oh, hell. Let's play it safe. Go, go, go! There we go.
Control of the system.
Quintet. Gives me a good spread of elements. 2 SP. Remember back then Quintet actually had a lot of spare slots, but it's possible they might have nerfed it. Oh no, it still has 3 slots. That's still actually pretty good. However, they had to set Saint Arrow as a quick slot, so that means I get 1 fewer slot than before, unfortunately. Oh well.
So that's Marduk.
The mechs have been delivered. The combat drill will proceed as scheduled. Very good. This will be the first drill since we were officially deployed. I fully expect you to provide me with some excellent data.
Of course. We will try to meet your expectations, sir.
Qasim!
Hello, Mirabelle. It's very nice to see you again.
What are they doing with the Navy? And is that the Basel professor?
Greetings, Farida. I had heard you were in the city. And it's been some time since our last encounter, Vam.
Been a bit, yeah. Haven't seen you since the end of last year. I heard you went back to your hometown, like your little sis.
He always comes home for our New Year's festival. Though I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
Nor did I. Perhaps it is the will of Arusha and the Flames.
And it's good to see you too, Mirabelle. Been a while since you and I met face to face.
Yeah, well, I call you up a lot for our Marchen Garten work, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But I'll bet you anything Rosette was as giddy as a schoolgirl to see you again.
I was quite happy, yes. Thank you for facilitating my return to Arkwright Solutions. I'm in your debt once more.
Aw, don't mention it, girl. Just treat me to a coffee as usual, and we'll be square. I'm guessing the redhead is Erin Way, and you must be the Chief's adorable little sister. Thanks a bundle for always having Rosette's back. You guys are the best.
The pleasure's all ours.
Damn. The two of you couldn't be any less alike if you tried.
Yes, we get that a lot.
We meet again, Spriggan. I'm curious as to what brings you here to Langport. I heard all about what transpired in Messeldom. You and Catra had quite the fascinating little excursion by the sound of things.
Word sure does travel fast these days.
Let's move to a better spot. Then you can regale me with the finer details.
Got it. So they're finally starting to deploy all of those fancy new armaments. Guess that explains why Marduk's here. They're helping get those assault frame field ready, right? It's been several years since the Empire's panzer slots were first developed, but it's taken the Republic until now to make a similar weapon. Marduk and Verne have been working together with our security division, taking the lead on conducting training exercises at each location. The Navy's thinking about developing with some with enhanced waterproofing too. And since Professor Cronkite here is one of the developers, he came along as a consultant. They can be used in naval combat. That's so cool. Cool isn't a word I'd use. It's freaking scary. The military's getting real strong real fast. I'd do anything to figure out what the president guy is up to. This country's arming itself to the teeth, and I don't like it. At least it doesn't seem like he's trying to go the route the Empire did. Anyway, that Almata legacy matter sounds fascinating. Where it's connected to the unfolding conflicts in the city or not, I can't be certain. However, it's likely bears some relation to your risk management AI's recent assessment, don't you think? Yes, I agree. Oh yeah, that's the thing Reset's employer uses, right? Correct, it's a high-performance AI system used for crisis management. We have it installed in the main terminal at Marduk HQ. It collates and consolidates data on people, geography, history, and economy, and then calculates the danger levels of a targeted area or the threat levels of an entity or organization. Yep, it's basically the cornerstone of Marduk Total Security Company's main line of business. What's puzzling is the AI assigned Langport the red zone label, which is code for especially dicey. And get this, the reason it gave, unknown. So I first the Marchen Garten hijacking, and now this. Small wonder that's the system admins on pins and needles. I assume it was simply a bug in the program, but evidently Mr. Thorndike didn't agree. Who? Oh yeah, I forgot about that slime ball. That's so. Guessing he sent you and Kasim's unit here to find out what's going on. Yes, that's right. And as luck would have it, you have happened to arrive at the same time. I wish to assess the situation from a new perspective, so I applied for a transfer to Arkwright Solutions, and it was readily approved. Gotcha. Well, it works out for us having you here. But what's the reason behind the danger assessment? The only thing I can think of is... At present, we have no intention of meddling in the affairs of the city. However, we may reassess our stance depending on the circumstances. Nothing that transpires here will impact me or my work, so I have no obligation to help you. That said, if you come to me with something that aligns with my interests, I will at the very least consider offering some advice. You got a stethoscope shoved up your ass, Doc? Okay, well, if we end up needing you guys' help, I'll shoot you a message. Will you mind if we kept in touch during your stay, Mirabelle? That's what friends do, ain't it? Give me a ring anytime. Just don't slack off on your Marchen Garden floor cleaning duties, alright? Understood.
Kasim! Good luck with that training exercise. I'm gonna give it my all, too.
As you should. Show us all what you gained from playing the role of the priestess at the New Year's festival.
Right.
Alright, I think we've learned all we can from just walking around the city. There are a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum level threats. There must be some reason for them coming here now of all times. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI. Didn't they say it labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? But what's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Fan poisoned Gian. Not necessarily. Huh? What do you mean? Not necessarily. The flower petal is a clue for starters. She said she picked it up at the high-class restaurant over in the second ward. I thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Langport, right? Oh, those flowers! Yep, and those flowers are spring lilies. They're used at Mass and during funerals. Yeah, I mistook it for that drug plant from Farbad. It's a rare plant that can only be found offshore at the eroded cave. Oh yeah, we went there on our last trip. This petal is still fresh. Must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of Lai family, and the Liu family members charged with handling the aftermath. Ah, so you think the culprit's in that island. If we assume the petal stuck to either the clothes or the shoes of one of the Heiwei's members, then that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place? Somehow I can't picture Fan Gian strolling the eroded cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact they're out of action. Okay, I think we know our next move. Yeah, we gotta rent a boat in the first ward and head to the cave. There's no time like the present. Let's go. Well, I better do some for SPGs first.
Instead of drills.
At the beginning of the year, I was approached by Marduk to act as an advisor on this case. Ever since I left campus last year, most of my energy has been focused on a very specific project. It's looking like it will be completed in only a short matter, however, so I decided I'd lend them a hand. Tickles me pink getting to meet y'all face to face. Shame it's not the whole crew, though. Still, I've been looking forward to this ever since Reset told me you'd be coming. It was something I had said in passing during one of our conversations. We enjoy partaking in a bit of chit-chat on occasion. And it's nice that you get along so well. Mirabelle is technically my senior at the company, but she insists that we maintain a cheerful and friendly atmosphere with one another. That's right. In fact, that's exactly what I said on her very first day with us. You see, I provide a number of support functions as a concierge, and training the new hires is one of them. I figured if we're going to be working together, we might as well enjoy each other's company, right? So the maid was a rookie at 1.2, huh? When you first joined with Marduk anyway? That would have been about 4 years ago now. 4 years, and she was only assigned to me 3 years ago. That means Mirabelle's known her even longer than I have.
Well...
Rosette speaks real fondly of y'all, so I've been looking forward to meeting you myself. Seems like we'll be working together plenty more in the future, though, so just let me know if you need anything, okay? This place has been designated as a red zone. As for why, ever since we arrived, I've been feeling a number of strange auras in the area, although they do seem to be rather weak at the moment. In accordance with our mission parameters, we'll remain on alert. Oh, there's the portal.
Why don't we see?
The Great Langport Cook-Off. Every year, all the restaurants in Langport hold a competition to judge who can prepare the best dish. However, with things being as they are lately, we need a bit of a helping hand getting everything set up. If you'd be willing to pitch in, please meet me at my restaurant. I'll give you the details there. Meijing.
Delightful Fondian.
This food is amazing.
I take it you're the one that put out the for SPG. Something about the trouble of a cooking competition, was it? Oh, you were here yesterday. I didn't realize you were a Spriggan. I see you brought the prodigy along as well. It's nice to meet you, Aaron. Yeah, I just happened to work part-time for the guy. Anyway, I've heard a good bit about you too, Meijing. Word around the town was that a really skilled lady took over this place 2 years ago. Even managed to brush off pressure from the Light family. Really? That's so cool. That's because my big sister's a Teji Shushi. Oh, I've heard that's the highest rank a chef of Eastern cuisine can reach. Shantan, you always make such a fuss over nothing. You know how I feel about all those big titles. You know, I actually think I've been here before. I remember there was an old man running the place back then. Told me his eldest daughter was in training over at a restaurant in Kowloon Hotel. I'm guessing you're the daughter he was talking about. Your old man must be pretty proud. Now there's some praise I do like to hear. Will you mind if we got back to the matter of my request, though? By all means, but I'll admit, this cooking competition doesn't sound like the kind of thing you'd need a Spriggan for. The Great Langport Cook-Off, right? All the restaurants in the area are free to participate. I've been to it a few times myself. Was actually planning on going to this year's competition too. With all the trouble around here lately, it'd be nice to have something to lift our spirits and take our minds off things. There's another side to it too, though. The others who support each restaurant use it as a competition to maintain their standing. As it stands now, the head chef at Tao Yuan restaurant, which is currently closed, has been invited, so is the new food truck in Newtown. Taoyuan Restaurant. That's the place we were at when we fought the remnants of the Light family. I'm surprised to hear they'll be participating. It sounds so exciting, especially with so many people involved. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about it all. You see, the usual event space isn't available this time around, so they've asked me to hold it here instead. It was supposed to be at the Kowloon Hotel. However, with all the issues that have cropped up recently, they decided to opt out of participating. And with me trying to get ready to enter the competition myself, I'm just about at my wit's end. I was hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Does that sound like something you could do? Let me think. Accept. Alright, we'll take your case. Considering the whole deal of Hayway, we're probably the best people for the job anyway. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Now I really have to put my all in this year's competition. Could you explain a bit more about what you'd like us to help you with? Of course. Well, firstly, with the Liu family's training business having gone under, several places have been unable to stock enough imported ingredients. From what I've heard, Guaha, Fanyan, and Horian have been hit the worst. But Taoyuan Restaurant and that food truck in Newtown have apparently been just fine. Actually, Meng Zhao's food truck seems to be doing more than fine. I knew I could count on you, Chan-chan. Thanks for looking into it for me. As for our place, I believe we have what we need for the time being. However, if at all possible, there is one thing I was hoping you might find for me. Oh, and what would that be? It's a slightly unusual type of Lao Jiu by the name of... I can't pronounce anything. Tianfeng Quan. The person who ran the brewery passed away a while ago, and they closed it down not long after. It's become quite a collector's item. I'm not sure how many bottles of it are even left now, but I just know it will be perfect for the dish I'm planning to make. Got it. We'll see if we can manage it. Thank you. If it ends up costing anything, I'll take care of the fee, so please feel free to tell them to put it on my tab. And even if you can't find it, I can still make do, so try not to worry too much. Okay, you kind of made it sound like there were more issues than just not having enough ingredients, though. Well, it's a bit hard to explain, but it almost seems like there's someone trying to sabotage the competition. In fact, just this morning, I found some of the cooking wine in our pantry smashed into pieces. Heh, wouldn't be surprised if Taoyuan's head chef was behind it all. Guess we'd better go see what the other participants have to say. That'll give us some insight into who done it. It should also help us figure out the supply issues. I would really appreciate it. Please let me know if you find anything.
Commencing mission.
Holy
Hey, isn't that lady? Is she a friend of yours? No, but I've heard about her. I think she's a hostess over at Taoyuan restaurant. Oh, I get where you're going with this. Their head chef is supposed to be taking part in the cook-off. Let's go see if she knows something. Well, isn't the prodigy, and I take it you're the Spriggan. Heh, should have figured a hostess for a Life Family restaurant would be in the know. So what does the little boy from Lu want with me? Not really a little boy anymore, but whatever. We've just got a couple of questions we'd like to ask you. Yeah, I promise we're not looking for a fight with a lie. We were just curious about the head chef at the restaurant you work for. We hear he got an invitation to the Great Langport Cook-Off. Oh, so that's what this is about. Yeah, Yanzu's been pretty excited about it. The restaurant may be closed for a moment, but he's blocked off an entire section of the kitchen to prepare for the event. Wow, he must be really fired up for it. Well, he takes a lot of pride in being a chef at one of Longport's finest establishments. He was feeling a bit let down by the closure, but this cook-off sure has lit a spark under him. Well, so we're on the topic. Do you happen to know if he's run into any issues while preparing for the competition? I don't recall hearing much of anything from him, really, no. The only thing I can say is that he's been feeling a lot of pressure lately because of everything that's happened with the Life Family. I see, that makes sense. We're just doing what we can to support the cook-off, so please tell him to give us a holler if he needs anything. Got it, I'll let him know. Thanks for the offer. Well, if it isn't Van Company, how can I help you? Meijing told us you're going to be competing in the cooking competition. She wanted us to come check on you. That girl is such a sweetheart, always looking out for others. You could stand to learn a thing or two from her, Wuhan. Of course, dear, I'll be sure to do just that. Anyway, she said you guys were running a little low on some ingredients. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something a bit more expensive for a competing dish. I want to get my hands on some fresh red crab, but the seafood traders seem to be out right now. Red crab meat is used quite often in Eastern cuisine, isn't it? I hear it carries a high price tag because it can only be found in very few select locations. In the West, it's also known as carmine crab. Well, that's a pretty fancy choice for a restaurant like yours. But I guess what you're saying is that due to the Liu family's train being frozen, they're in low supply right now. Exactly, there are some other suppliers out around here that we're friends with, but they're fresh out too. And to hear them tell it, someone came in and bought out their entire stock. Bought out their whole stock. Maybe that's what Meijing meant by sabotage. It's possible. In this case, I think we can help them out if we just find another way to get some crab. We'll look into the supply shortages on our end. If anything else comes up, please let us know. Just try and focus on your cooking for the time being. Thank you for your help. It really means a lot to us. Separate everyone, don't be shy. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. I prepared plenty, so come and get as many as you like. No matter how many I eat, I never get tired of flavor. I could have this stuff for every meal. Right? It's almost like I find something new to enjoy with every bite. I was licking my lips at the thought of a new dish, but I never thought it'd be this delicious. I just can't stop eating them. This stuff might be even better than a palatial duck. Looks like business is booming. This must be the new food truck Meijing mentioned. Oh, just looking at it's making me hungry. Since we're here and all, do you think maybe we could grab some too? To be honest, I've been wanting to try them myself. Sure, I don't see why not. Sounds like they're not hurting for ingredients, so maybe they'll have some info for us. And so Van and the others moved to the back of the line to patiently wait their turn. Luckily, they had avoided coming during the lunch rush. The group only had to wait about 10 minutes before finding themselves at a counter. Welcome, what can I get you today? We take great pride in everything we serve. I'm not too familiar with this new Eastern cuisine, actually. Have any recommendations? I'd say our most popular dish right now is our Millennium Duck. We use traditional palatial duck as the inspiration for our recipe. But prepping duck takes a lot of work and it can get pretty expensive, right? So after years of hard work and research, we've come up with something even tastier than the original, and without having to break the bank. You know, I've had real palatial duck over at the Kowloon Hotel's restaurant before. This sounds like it'd be pretty great if it actually holds up. Palatial duck, the name makes it sound so expensive. It's nice that we get to try something like that on the cheap. At first I thought it was some form of Eastern crepe, but it seems to be a stuffed laobing that's been folded like a taco. Given how simple it is to eat on the go, I can see why it would be so popular. Guess that's part of what makes it taste so good. Okay, we'll take one each then. Thank you for your business. Enjoy. Van, the artist received their orders of Meng Xiao's Millennium Duck. By the way, I heard that you're going to be taking part in that cook-off that's coming up. A friend asked us to help out with it a bit. Think you could use our assistance? I see, that's awfully kind of you, but no, I can't really think of anything at the moment. Oh, and I'm sorry, but it looks like I've got other customers waiting. Will you mind stepping to the side? Ah, sure, sorry about that. We'll get out of your hair for now. Whoa, this stuff really is good. The meat's so tender, too. I'm surprised that his prices are so low. Even the skin's all nice and crispy. Really gives off that authentic palatial duck texture. Yes, the spices he used give it a very distinctive flavor. It certainly leaves you wanting more. What's the matter, small fry? Don't care for it? No, it's not that. It's definitely tasty. I don't know how to put it, really. But don't mind me. I think the herbs he used just don't agree with my stomach, that's all. What? Some kind of addictive ingredient or something? That's odd. Uh-oh.
My, this is positively delectable.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright, what brings you to our humble establishment today? We heard you were planning to participate in the Great Langport Cook-Off. Majin asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out. I see. Always so selfless, that one. I'm a little surprised that you guys are going to be taking part, though. Sounds like the different houses in Halle have a bit of a stake in this whole thing. Well, you do make a fair point. But we didn't want to let Meijing down after she's put so much effort into putting on the event. She really has put away with people, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. She seems to do a lot for her community. Anyway, she mentioned that you guys are having trouble getting your hands on certain ingredients. Yeah, I suppose that's about sums up the situation. I'm trying to figure out if we can make substitutes, but we haven't been able to obtain any Jade Dragon's Eye. I'm afraid I haven't heard of that ingredient before. Oh right, my apologies. Jade Dragon's Eye is a top brand of long-gone fruit. It's extremely high quality. It's also exactly what we need to have a fighting chance in the competition. I know long-gone fruit. It's the stuff they always put in Eastern medicine. All you need is some high-quality long-gone, then easy. If it's used in medicine, then maybe there's a stock of them reserved for medical use somewhere. Perhaps they might even have some of a higher quality than they'd be willing to share. Seems pretty straightforward. We'll go check with somebody who might have some medical supplies stashed away. By the way, Kwano, have you had any other issues lately? Like somebody doing anything to mess with your food or something? Now that you mention it, we have, yeah, although it was rather minor, all things said and done. This morning, I found that some of our plumbing out back was damaged. There was water everywhere. We had someone come out and fix it right away, so it wasn't a complete disaster, thankfully. We had just had new plumbing put in last year. Feels like someone did intentionally. Yeah, that does sound pretty fishy. It might just be a coincidence, but it's still worth the suspicion, I think. We can look into that more on our side, though. For now, let's just focus on keeping your customers fed. Thanks for all your help. I'll go ahead and get on back to work then. Be seeing you. Alright, it seems like we've got a handle on how all the participants are doing now. And now 5 restaurants, 3 of them seem to be dealing with interference from somebody. But we still can't say for sure that it's a rival business that did it. Koiha, Fanya, and Horion seem to be the only 2 that were lacking ingredients. Although Miss Meijin did ask us to obtain a bottle of Laojiu as well. And Old Man Wuhan wanted some red crab. I'm pretty sure I've seen crabs like that over in the Second Ward's waterways. They were fat, juicy looking ones too. They ought to be good enough. I think I last spotted them over by the cigar shop. In that case, let's head over and see if we can catch one real quick. I know they're supposed to be rare, but we should be able to find a few short search. For those Jade Dragon Eyes, we'll probably have to rely on some medical supplies. I might suggest Longkai Clinic or the nearby temple. They both are known to mix herbal remedies. One or the other should suffice, I would think. That just leaves the Laojiu that Meijin was asking for. I'm not positive, but I know a guy who might be able to get his hands on some. Jack? Anyway, let's get out there. Find what we can. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Tamam.
Mother, please, watch over us.
Oh, hello, Aaron, and I believe I've seen the rest of you around before as well. Is something the matter? Well, see, we know a guy that's looking for a type of long-gone fruit called Jade Dragon's Eye. We know they can be pretty rare, but we were hoping you might be willing to share a few with us, if you have any, that is. Jade Dragon's Eye, you say? Well, yes, we actually do have a few of those. They're quite useful for the church's medicinal mixtures, so we make sure to procure some periodically. Although I hear that supply chain disruptions have been making it difficult to get a hold of them. Yeah, that's why we end up coming to you for help. Apparently, Horion and Newtown won't be able to make their dish for the big cook-off without them. Oh, I had no idea. Well, in that case, let me provide you with as many as you need. Obtain Jade Dragon's Eye. So these are Jade Dragon's Eyes. They're a lot bigger and smoother than your typical long gun fruit. You sure you're okay with giving us this many, though? Considering recent events, I would like to do my part to ease everyone's spirits as much as possible. We're extremely grateful for your assistance, sir. I'm curious, though. You all have been recruited to help with the contest, yes? Yeah, that's right. Is there something else you think we should know about? Well, it's just that there's this young man named Ming Zhao. This will be his first time competing in the cook-off. However, I'm a bit concerned by the throngs of people that suddenly seem so wound up over his food. I mean, when something's that popular, you're bound to have some people who go completely nuts over it. Indeed, in fact, a very passionate fan recommended that I try the dish as well, so I went to go and sample some. But when I arrived, I was informed they had only just sold out. I still have yet to try one. Dang, that's some unfortunate timing. Still, I'm surprised they ran out so suddenly. Ming Zhao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. In any case, we've been asked to deal with any problems that might pop up during the cook-off. We'll do everything in our power to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible, so try to relax and enjoy yourself. I will, and please let me know if you need help with anything else in the meantime.
Heavenly next.
Hey, Jigen, mind if I ask you for a little favor? Of course, what's going on this time, man? Looking into some kind of antique? Sort of, actually it's got something to do with your hobby. You've always had a thing for vintage wines, right? Oh, I get it now. Guess it wouldn't be too surprising for him to have a bottle lying around. We're looking for Tianfeng Quan. It's from a brewery that closed down a while back, you know it? Well, hold on there. That's what you're looking for? You're kidding. So you do have it. Well, it wouldn't do me any good to lie about it. Yeah, I've actually got 3 bottles. The only thing is, I bought them for myself. Wasn't exactly planning on selling them off. Oh, come on, man. If you've got 3, why not suck it up and sell us one? I didn't buy 3 because I was planning to sell any. One was to drink, one was to keep in storage. And the last one was for spreading the good word. I'm gonna be real with you here for a minute. I love cake, but even I don't buy extra for storing and proselytizing. Be honest, man, if you knew they wouldn't go bad, you totally would. Anyway, if you got one for spreading the word, then this seems like a pretty good opportunity, don't you think? Come on, share the love, buddy. Humph, what do you mean? You see, the Great Langport Cook-Off is coming up, and Mei Jing wants the wine to use for her entry. If she wants using your spare Tianfeng Quan, there might be a whole new run of stuff. That's true. If there's enough good publicity, maybe someone might consider investing in rebuilding the brewery. I see, I hadn't thought of it that way. Alright, you all have convinced me. But I'm still a businessman. I insist on being paid appropriately for it. Mei Jing already gave us the okay to put on their tab, so just charge it to her, okay? Tianfeng Quan. Sounds good. Give Mei Jing my best. It'll be worth it if I get some good buzz from my store. Well, that part's out of our hands. Thanks for the ball, though. 1 SP. That was a rare outcome? Okay. Okay.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Let's give this a go.
Special fish. Ah! There we go.
Not bad.
B rank. UMAT plus. Color red crab. Ha, looks like we got ourselves a big one. Not sure what Wuhan's planning to make with it, but he shouldn't have any complaints about a crab this big. I suppose we should move on to the next item then. Hey, do you hear about what happened with Yan Zhu over at Taoyuan restaurant? Sure did. Guess he's gonna be competing in the cook-off after all. Seems like trouble follows that guy everywhere he goes. Yeah, all that business with the Lai family already had him in a real tizzy, and you know just how weird he can be. For somebody so hard to please, he sure is awkward. Maybe that's what makes his food so good, though. Alright, looks like we've got everyone's missing ingredients. We heard a few interesting tidbits of info along the way, too. We should probably deliver the ingredients to each of the shops and then head back to Mei Jing's place. We haven't got the Lao Ju she was after. We should get back to her as soon as she has time to prep her dish. as soon as she has 7 per dish. Van the others delivered the ingredients to Guiha, Efanian, and Horian. After that, they returned to Meijing and told her about everything they learned. I'm so glad I put out the request. I feel so much better about putting on the cook-off now. It's all part of the job. There's still some time left before the event is scheduled to start, by the way. I'm sure you must be tired, so you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin. Not a bad idea, I think I have everything. Alright, we'll take you up on that. Can't hurt to decompress a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your Lao Ju. That's a Tianfen Quan. I can't believe you managed to find some. Well, I had a few connections. He wasn't able to give it to me for free, though, so I hope you don't mind that I asked him to send the bill your way. Not at all. This will be just what my dish needs. You hyped it up so much, I'm sure it won't disappoint. Sounds like we've got plenty to look forward to, at least. Anyway, let's wait here until it's time for the event to start. It looks like the participants are filing in, and those are the judges. Yeah, Meijin on both hosting duty and participating, they had to call in some impartial third-party judges. Usually the judges are the non-participating shop owners, folks from the Chamber of Commerce, you know, stuffy people like that. Gulp. I guess it's time for the battle to begin. Yeah, there's still a bit before they get started, though. I'm actually gonna step away for a minute. I might not be back in time for the opening ceremony, but you guys have a good time without me. Is he looking for proof of the culprit? Huh? I thought you wanted to make sure the competition went smoothly. But I was so excited for us all to watch together. It's no big deal, just something I wanted to look into real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can. Do I have to follow someone? I wonder what's wrong. It's not like it's the first time he's gotten off on his own. I'm sure he'll be fine. Well, it's unfortunate that we were unable to hold the competition at the Kowloon Hotel as planned. It is Laifu Fanyan's sincere pleasure to host this year's Great Langport Cook-Off. I'm sure you all must have a lot on your minds given everything that's happened in Langport recently. Van sure is taking his time. I know he said he might not make it back for the opening ceremony, but... Hey, you see that guy on the end over there? Isn't that the head chef from Taoyuan? Yeah, he looks kind of grouchy. I'm surprised they'd send him an invitation given the situation. Maybe that's what Van's looking into right now. But we can worry about that later. It looks like the show's about to get started. Alright, our first contestant is Wuhan from Guoha Fanyan, a beloved shop in the eastern quarter for travelers and locals alike. Oh, red crab dish, eh? That's quite an expensive ingredient for a place like Guoha. Well, I thought it might be good to go out for a change. It's a fairly standard Langport style steamed crab dish. Given the quality of the ingredients, I hope you find it to your liking. Oh, this is making me hungry. He did a really good job with that red crab. I guess old man Wuhan is capable of some pretty fancy stuff when he puts his mind to it. My, that was quite excellent. You can really taste how fresh the crab is. Still, as excellent as the ingredients may be, I think it's lacking a little something. Yes, it only had something extra to draw out all the flavors. For my dish, I prepared a stew containing assorted seafood from along the eastern coastline. I call it pho tiandon. The dried goods work together to create a multifaceted soup stock of a harmonious flavor. Oh, I've heard of this soup. I'm told it's exquisite. Impressive. That certainly seems like a dish worthy of Horian. Yeah, their food draws from elements of long-liced cuisine in other Far Eastern places. You can tell a lot of care went into making it. While I usually prefer my food Langport style, I do get in the mood for stuff like that every now and again. This is fantastic work, exactly what I expect from Horian. There's a bitterness and odor to it, not unlike some herbs used in Eastern medicine. But the way it's blended together in terms of taste and aroma are top class. The most impressive thing is this long-gone fruit. This is Jade Dragon's Eye, isn't it? It provides an excellent accent to the flavor. Looks like you're next, Yanzu. I know a lot has happened recently, but I trust you've been doing alright since then. For the most part, yes. Today I have prepared abalones in a thick glaze. The glaze itself is made from dried shark fin and edible bird's nest. Oh, I commend you for using such high quality seafood. I should have expected nothing less from the head chef of such a refined establishment. That's the Life family's restaurant for you, just rich enough to have bad taste. It seems as though the judges are responding quite favorably to it, though. That was excellent. You certainly made the most of those ingredients. Yes, I agree. It feels like a very tried-and-true approach. Next up, we have my sister. For today's competition, I prepared a unique free-range chicken dish called bazunji. I'm especially proud of this one. Its chicken steamed with carefully selected wine and spices to help bring out a lovely aroma. I've heard much about you, Meijing. I'm impressed that you've earned the rank of Teji Chushi at such a young age. I'm looking forward to seeing the skills you developed from your days back at the Kowloon Hotel. It's finally Meijing's turn, but Van's still not back yet. Yeah, he should have at least been here for a presentation, especially considering she's using the Laojiu we obtained for her. Oh my, this is fantastic. The various fragrances combined with such a delicate taste, and all while preserving the delicious flavor of the chicken itself. It's marvelous work. That's certainly not all. I can tell there's something special about the wine you simmered the chicken in. It takes the bird's light flavors and colors of spices, resulting in a superb balance. Finding the right wine to produce such a near-perfect dish must have been next to impossible. Yes, I was confident it would all come together if I used Tianfengquan. That famous wine. I see. Now I understand why the taste was so similar. Very familiar. It makes it all the more regrettable that the brewery closed down some time ago. Yes, I would love to see it make a resurgence someday. Great job, sis. For my first cook-off, I'll be entering my renowned Millennium Duck. The seasoning is sure to hook even the most discerning palate. Oh, so this is a dish that's been so popular lately. Let's give it a taste then. It's hard to describe, but it's completely captivating. With this flavor and aroma, it's like I can't stop myself. I've never had anything like it. This is the first time I've ever experienced anything like this. How did you prepare such a delightful concoction? Let's just say I put a lot of work into my secret ingredient. Secret ingredient? I feel completely blindsided. It must be even better than I heard. I just wonder. No, wait. I mean, his food was good and everything, but don't you think they're exaggerating? Sounds like the winner's been decided already. I'm surprised he managed to reel in all 3 judges. Hold on a minute. Oh, damn it. Looks like I'm too late. Damn right you are. Where you been, man? The cook-off's almost over. Do you find out that guy's secret ingredient? Wait, why's Doc Longkai with you? I told you I had to look into something, didn't I? It just took a little longer than expected. Look, I hate to do this in the middle of such a big event, but there's a problem with Meng Zhao's cooking. Not only are you interrupting the competition, but now you're trying to slander me. It ain't slander. I kept some of the food we bought from you in some containers. I had Dr. Longkai examine some of it for me, and boy, that sure is one hell of a secret ingredient you got there. Indeed, one of the so-called spices we found in Millennium Duck is Lu Gekao. My medical herb compendium listed as a hallucinogen, one with pleasurable but addictive side effects. Damn it, he really did drug it! He should just used MSG, damn it. Would have won if he used MSG without having to resort to foul play. These days it's considered to be quite the rarity. I'm curious how he managed to come upon so much of it. Putui! Cough-pack, you fed something that dangerous? What should we do? Are we going to be okay? Fortunately, it's not so toxic as to directly affect the body unless routinely ingested. It can be counteracted through treatment from most practitioners of Eastern medicine, including myself. There's no need for panic. But the fact remains that this guy deceived everyone into eating his drugged food. That explains why I felt so weird when I tried it earlier. You bastard, you had to go and pull something like this on top of all the other crap we've been dealing with from Halle. How horrible, you're a disgrace to all chefs. No, you don't even deserve to carry that title. But how did he manage to supply himself with so much of such a rare herb? His prices were rather low too. That's right, how would I ever have gotten my hands on the stuff in the first place? Was he growing it himself or something? If only he tested one batch, then who's to say somebody didn't plant it there just to make me look bad? True, I guess it would be pretty difficult for you to gather a stock of something so uncommon. If you were working alone, that is. But what if someone with access to it was working behind the scenes to help you out? See, somebody's been sabotaging their businesses, and the only places unaffected by were your food truck and Taoyuan restaurant. Collaborating. But compared to you, Taoyuan doesn't have much of a motive. I see, practically everyone in Langport's got their eye on the Life family right now. Something like this would be the final nail in the coffin. But you, on the other hand, had the perfect motive for getting your hands on those herbs, and for finding someone to get them for you. Yeah, and to make sure his collaborator wouldn't lose his face, he had to be sure he'd win. That's why he started messing with the other restaurants. That about sums it up, Ming Xiao. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just out to get me. I would never vandalize Horian or Laifu Fanyan. I mean... that's all. I didn't say a thing about anyone being vandalized. You sure seem awfully knowledgeable about it, though. Just give yourself up already. There's no getting out of it now. With this much evidence, we won't even need to get Halle involved. Care to tell us about how you procured those herbs? Gah, looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever going to explain this to him? After advanced confrontation, both racers and police officers arrived on the scene to escort Ming Xiao away. With his disqualification, the judges of the Great Langport Cook-Off took a moment to reconvene. Well, in spite of that little incident, the judges have now concluded their deliberation. Do we have a verdict on the winner? We do. The dish that's shown best and brightest among all those we sampled this evening was that of Laifu Fanyan's very own Mei Jing. Really? I'm honored. Way to go, Mei Jing. In the end, we decided it was your use of the Lao Ju that truly won us over. Thank you so much. I promise to keep aiming for even greater heights. It's what my father would have wanted. Who would have thought that wine would end up being the deciding factor? And I guess it was worth the effort after all. As Ming Xiao's deceits were revealed, albeit in the rather unexpected manner, the cooking competition came to a close. The participants, having learned a few new things about their cooking, head back to their respective businesses. I guess that the cook from the Lai family restaurant was actually innocent all along, huh? Thank you again for all your help with this year's cook-off. Yeah, I guess he'd be confident he would be able to win fair and square. Since he's got so much experience already, huh? Although I feel like the only reason I won was because you were able to find me that Tian Feng Quan. Now that was just the last little push to put you over the edge. Even without the wine, you've been getting nothing but rave reviews. Your skill's the real deal. Be as it may, it was only because of you that Ming Xiao was exposed for what he really is. Yeah, and Doc Longkai said it's a good thing you stopped him when you did. You caught it right before his regular customers would have started getting sick from the stuff. He said they should be fine if they can go without it for about a week. I'm just surprised you even noticed something was off. I definitely thought it was odd how strongly people were reacting to his food, but I never imagined. Yeah, that was part of it, but the thing that really tipped me off was the fact that he was avoiding serving people without knowledge of medicine. Remember what Far Hosang over the temple told us? He said when he went to give the dish a try, they told him they were fresh out. Yet when we were there, he made it sound like he had more than enough to go around. He didn't seem the least bit worried about meeting demand. It felt like a pretty unlikely coincidence to me, so I figured I should look into it. Yeah, the timing on that was just a little too perfect. I'm surprised the SP question was not about the culprit, though. It was about getting the wine. By the way, you mentioned that drug he was using is pretty rare. You ever figure out how he got the stuff? I access our databases, but I haven't been able to determine a possible access channel. According to police, even Ming Xiao didn't know much about his collaborator's origin. So in other words, he was probably being used. The only question is, what would somebody have to gain from having a cook feed hallucinogens to the general public? He said, the only thing I can think of is that they were using it as some sort of test. Maybe it was to see how far they could push the law while still keeping it under the radar. Go, looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever going to explain this to him? Van? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Anyway, I think that ought to take care of your request for now. We've got our business to attend to, so we'll catch you later. Of course, I'm so glad I turned to you for help. Feel free to stop by any time.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited!
Holy cow! This food is amazing!
I really must thank you again. Asking you for help was definitely the right choice. And now that I've proven to everyone how much my cooking has improved, I can start training to achieve even greater heights.
What can I get for you?
A new menu item, too. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails through Daybreak 2. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.